The concern we had was that this whole area back here where we have teams is used pretty infrequently. And so when we were praying about it, even before when we were talking with Steph and Steve and kind of making plans to take their position here, really seeking the Lord about just what to do, with the ministry here and where we move on from, we really felt a need to utilize this area a lot more. And on our hearts has been to minister to missionaries. That's what my grandparents did when they were here in Uganda, and that's still on my heart. And then when we got hooked up with Dan and Linda and they came here, they had the same heart, and they had already even researched this kind of a ministry to minister to missionaries. Right now, I think the latest statistic I heard was that 30% of first-year missionaries fail in third world countries because of it's tough. The humanity, the dirt, the grime, it's the culture shock, and you need to have a break. And we have another situation here in Uganda where in the last several years, Uganda has become the destination for tourism in Africa. And so where that's really good for Uganda, it's not so good for missionaries, because the prices of places we stayed before we'd go and visit to get a break have just more than doubled. And so it's become kind of out of our reach to stay in these places that we were staying in before, which is really similar to what we have here. So what we're going to be kind of diving into and progressing with the plans to make it happen is to have a place where missionaries can come here and just take a break. This place is so quiet. It's just garden-like, and there's no noise, there's no boat noise, there's no taxis and city noise. It's really quiet, as you can tell here. All we have are birds. And so it's really a place that can be utilized for just to regroup, to get back in touch with what the missionaries' heart was after when they came here, and to get a break to just re-energize. So that's what we're going to be doing, and we're going to do our best to keep it just as inexpensive as we can and still operate so that missionaries really have a place. And then the other aspect of that is when we were really in the transition, Steve had called and said, I don't know if this sounds way out of line, but we're really have this heart to maybe delve into having a place where to use the facility where we can invite Ugandan pastors out for a time of ministry. Maybe they need some education, some prayer, whatever it might be. And so a ministry within this ministry, what we're looking at is to have groups of Ugandan pastors come. And of course, with Steve going out into the bush like he has in the past, and Pastor Butch doing the same thing, and us in the future doing it, we'll have a really good touch on those that we can invite here and minister to and encourage the pastor base here in Uganda. So it's a big challenge, and there's a lot of change, a lot to do. The Lord's really put together just really an answer to prayer on our team. We have so many responsibilities here and keeping up with the different things we're doing and existing ministries, and He's really filled every niche of that. And so each one has some responsibility, primary responsibility, and then each one of us, and really the whole team, is learning each responsibility also, so that we ourselves can take a break when necessary, when we have to go back to the States for emergencies or whatever. So the Lord's been really good to us. So through all of this, the new ministry here that we're working on, and everything that is here already between the school, the medical clinic, the old folks ministry, to minister to missionaries here, and then to minister to Ugandan pastors, our plate's full. But He's done such a thing. So we covet your prayers, we covet just your financial support that you've done in the past. and ask you to continue to uphold us in your prayers. And we're eager and we're excited about what the Lord's bringing to us. And so thank you. And we do thank you for all that you've done in the past, and just encourage you to get your teams together. We're getting close to being an open country again. Flights aren't coming in yet, but we look forward to that time so we can have those teams that were already scheduled to get back here, and even new teams scheduled. So thank you, and it's been just a really neat thing to be able to share with you everything going on here in Nakalanda.